Welcome back, guys, to another video. This is the Last of Us Part 2 clicker from Darkhorse. This is the first time that I'm actually reviewing a Darkhorse piece on my channel. I do have a couple Darkhorse pieces of PVC, the little 110 pieces, I believe. But this is actually a Polystone piece, so something new. Never bought a Polystone piece from Darkhorse. This piece was $1.99. It's not 110, I believe. I believe it's 1/6 or 1/5. I think it's 1/6 now I think about it. But yes, they did a pretty good job on it. Let's take a quick look at it though. There's a few issues and a few props. So first of all, when you open the box, you get this nice little card, which is a paper card, kind of like a hard paper. So sculptor is level 52. Prototype and paint is level 52. Level 52 is a third-party company. They do make pretty good statues, Polystone statues, but they tend to have issues with production, like keeping them maintained, going. Sometimes it takes years for pieces to come out. This piece actually didn't take very long. Pre-orders came up. They made 1,200 of them, and they came out, right on time when they said they're supposed to be. I have number 1,113 out of 1,200, so pretty high up there, which is all good. So let's start off with the base. The base is just a basic, The Last of Us Part 2 in the front. Circle base, which is very common with Darkhorse. Kind of don't like them, to be honest. The smaller pieces, which I have a couple, I have Joel, Abby, and Ellie, Part 2. They're all circle based just like this, just like half the size. And they say Last of Us Part 2 on them. Very basic, don't really care for it. So like I said, this is sold and licensed by Darkhorse. Well, not necessarily licensed by Sony. But it's, Darkhorse is the manufacturer. He's in charge of making them. But they sourced them out to level 52 to actually make them and paint them. That makes sense. So it's kind of confusing. Kind of got Darkhorse, then level 52 on it. So you look around, the base is pretty well the same all the way around. You got a little bit of environment on top, which is not the greatest. The environment's kind of lacking. But you're not here for the environment. You're here for the clicker, right? So zooming into the environment, you can kind of see you got some mud here. Like I said, it's kind of lacking. The paint job is not the greatest. You got kind of some grass, shrubs here. Not that great. Base, I don't know. Base, I give it like a 3 out of 10. Maybe a 3.5 out of 10 being Polystone. I don't really care for the base, to be honest with you guys. You got some kind of places like that don't look that great. Yeah, base is like a 3 out of 10. Could have been so much better. But, like I said, for a 1/6 being $200, what do you expect? Plus, you're here for the clicker, right? Look at that beautiful thing. Clicker itself is not bad. Could have been a little better. So let's kind of start off the top of the portrait. So you got the top of the portrait, not too bad. Paint job is pretty good. You got a nice little hollow head here. Missing some teeth. You do got kind of some blood here. You can kind of see, I think it's dried up. Kind of like it's dried up blood. A few hours, maybe a day or two. I think it would have been so much better if they would have made fresh blood all around it. And then had it drooping down and like even on the clothes. Like if he's just got done eating somebody. And then he's coming after you next type of thing. But since you got kind of dried up blood on here, a few hours, few days, it's not as intimidating. Moving down, not too bad. You got the clothes kind of sticking out right there. Stomach is pretty basic. It's just kind of a white color. Here you got a little nipple popping out. Not too bad of a nipple. And got some jeans. About half torn, like they've been there for a while. Feet look kind of good. I like how toes aren't the greatest, but I do like how they, made the feet dirty. They put black on them, like he's walking around the mud. That's a pretty good touch. Good job on their part. Like I said, paint job, sculpt, not horrible, not great. It is a 1/6 scale, so it's a pretty big statue for the price. Usually you buy 110 Iron Studio pieces for this size, or for this price. If you were to buy a 110 clicker, it'd probably be like $300 or $400, to be honest with you guys, from Iron Studios. The prices are a little expensive, but the details tend to be just a hair better too, the paint job. And of course their bases are better. Like they'll probably add a pretty cool base and stuff. So here been like almost half the size, but a lot more details and stuff on it. This foot's picking up, like it's getting ready to run after you. He's taking a step, or getting ready to. He got his butt there. He got some nasty crap hanging out. His skin. His fingernails are all black. Yeah. Pretty good job. For the price point, they did a pretty good job for the price point. I ain't gonna lie. And considering it's one of the only clickers out there that's Polystone, yeah, you can't complain. Like I said, base, I give it a 3 out of 10. Clicker itself, not including price, like if you're just buy this, without a price, I'd go the clicker itself maybe a 6, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. Including price, being a pretty good price point, and being a limited edition of 1200 on top of that, an 8, because that's not bad for a price. Maybe 8.5. Can't compete with, that price point for a Polystone figure. Because a lot of people were trying to sell 1/6, 1/7 pieces PVC figures for that price. Kind of ridiculous. This box, by the way, has nothing to do with the statue. Just kind of put it there for a backdrop. Overall, though, base, statue, and everything, I'll probably give it 6.5. It's not too bad of a piece. Really good, though. Really good piece for a clicker in your collection. For a very cost-effective piece. And a good presence, too, as well. But yeah, video is almost 8 minutes long. So, hope you all enjoyed the video. First Darkhorse piece, technically. First level 52 piece as well. Still disappointed, though, that they canceled that Lee and Clementine statue that they're making. I don't know if you guys remember that a couple years ago. Level 52 was making a Lee and Clementine statue from The Walking Dead. A 110 figure. It was like $300 for both figures. Man, it's going to be a pretty good piece. And then they ended up canceling it because level 52 is very unreliable. Alright, well, that's my rant and my review of this piece. If for some reason you can find it and you're willing to spend the money, it's not actually probably want to be that, well, it might be a little bit higher since it's probably sold out. If you're a fan of Last of Us Part 1 or Part 2, or even the TV show, for example, I'd pick it up. Go for it. It's not very often you find a clicker out there in the market. But yeah, have a wonderful day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you love The Last of Us. In my personal opinion, The Last of Us, the first game, is my favorite game of all time. GTA, Resident Evil, none of those games can top it. Just mainly for storytelling. Not so much gameplay, but just storytelling. It's wonderful, those games.